Welcome to BJ in the Morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back to an episode of BJ in the Morning. I'm Juan.
And I'm Brendan.
And we're back.
We're back, baby.
We are so back.
We left.
We left.
For a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Like a month and a half.
A smidge of time.
We didn't expect to.
No. It was not planned.
But it was needed.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. We were just kind of hanging out.
We had to figure out our mental space when it comes to the things
and the
stuff and
the events,
the medias
and the B's and the J's and the mornings.
Yeah, I sure could use them. Never mind. But we're back. We're happy to be back.
We are.
We're excited to be back.
Yeah.
But we were gone for 2 months.
Just about, yep.
And there's a reason.
Yeah, the biggest reason, the 100% truth, is I was taking a nap.
And Brendan broke his ankle, too. While he was taking his nap.
I don't know how that happened. That's just perks of being in your 30s.
Yeah.
You break bones while napping. No, but I changed the logo. That's the big one.
Yeah, we couldn't post because
I did that before we took the break.
We didn't post because we changed the logo and there was
some stuff,
copyright issues,
and the ginseng and the honey, and
right.
No, but yeah, we've had a lot going on. Mostly you.
Life happened.
Yeah, literally.
And if you literally, and if you, I guess I can say it.
If you want, if you're comfortable.
If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I had a child. I brought a child. Me and
your partner,
significant other, brought a child into this world. And
BJ in the Morning gives paternity leave.
They sure do.
Yeah.
They sure do. They've been so gracious, so helpful.
Yeah.
And
you're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal. But yeah,
we'll talk to the big guys upstairs.
So yeah, fatherhood has been a thing in my life.
Yeah, how's it been?
It's not bad. I mean, it's a lot of just figuring it out.
Yeah, totally.
And it's a lot of I guess not sleeping at the beginning, and you know, we're sleeping a little bit better now, and it's been a little bit easier. But the transitioning, going back to work, and doing all the things that you used to do before, has been difficult.
Yeah, but you made it.
But we made it, and we're here.
We're here,
and
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So,
but we are here,
the two of us. Yeah.
So if you support BJ in the Morning and fatherhood and parenthood, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube or at BJ in the Morning podcast, and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And
BJ in the Morning _
BJ in the Morning _ at BJ in the Morning _
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But
please tell me you sang With Arms Wide Open to your child already.
Yeah, of course I have.
Because that song's about.
I've been trying to figure out what what kind of music she likes, and a lot of the bangers I've been playing her have been hitting.
Like what?
Well, I play the Goofy movie soundtrack to her.
Banger.
I played NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Always, yeah, you have to.
I've played a little bit of heavy metal just to see if she likes it, and she loves it.
Put it down.
She loves it.
See if she picks it up.
She loves it.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of Disney music, 90s Disney.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata, big hit.
Big hit.
And Little Einstein, she likes that.
Yeah.
And
going through the whole catalog of bangers. And you know what you need to try?
Oh, you know what song she really likes?
And then I'll go.
She likes the In the summertime, oh yeah, shibby-doo-doo,
Those are the lyrics to the song.
And come on, chameleon.
Nice.
She wanna go.
She wanna go. Beautiful. Yeah. I bet she would have loved that. You need to try the Reading Rainbow theme song. And Arthur.
Nice. Yep.
Try Arthur.
Yep.
Slaps. Like straight up
slaps. But yeah, that's the life, and we're back, and we're comfortable.
Yeah, we're getting back. We're getting back on the schedule of whatever schedule we have selected,
right? Which
we haven't really set in stone if we're going straight back into once a week, once a week.
Yeah, or definitely haven't decided yet.
Yeah, but you let us know. Is the once a week working or every 2 weeks? So weekly, bi-weekly. What you feeling? We don't know.
Yeah,
but those are the options. But also, there's other things going on.
There sure is.
What's the next thing that's on our list right now?
Are we going to talk about the podcast? Our plans?
We can do
Was that a part of the list?
That's part of the list, yeah.
Part of the list, got it.
Yeah.
The podcast.
We're
going to be making some changes.
Yeah, this is the last episode.
This is the last episode, and we just wanted to come on and say goodbye.
No, it's the last episode of like phase 1 of our podcast, right? If we're going MCU rules.
Just trying we were trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. We did the podcast in 2017, 18, right? Or 18.
Yeah. We had no direction. We were just kind of sitting down with microphones and talking.
Took a 4-year hiatus
to have 65 kids.
and then we came back.
And we were just
we were just having fun.
Yeah, we're just doing the same thing we did in 2017.
Yeah, just, you know what? Just rolling with it.
Yeah, whatever we wanted to make, we made. But times change.
Times do change.
People change.
People do change.
So this is the last. The jokes don't change. Sorry, Tara.
But we've done a lot of thinking in the last 2 months. 75 days
roughly.
And we're going to take a shift with the podcast.
Yeah.
And we're going to primarily talk about movies
and
TV, media, but those are the things we love, right?
The things we love.
We're still down with talking about like pop culture things
and like video games and reading Reddit stories and taking BuzzFeed quizzes.
So media, like just media stuff in general, but primarily
movies and
focusing on movies and TV.
Yeah, so we're just kind of getting a little more streamlined there.
But that's where we kind of came to the conclusion because that's what we love.
Yeah, and
that's what we always talk about outside of the podcast.
Definitely, yeah.
And then we come to the podcast and we say, "What are we talking about today?"
So now we're just never talking outside of the podcast, so we can just talk on the podcast.
What are we talking about today?
I don't know. You want to do a BuzzFeed quiz?
Yeah, BuzzFeed quiz a bar. Let's do Reddit.
Yeah, which has been fun. But that brings me to another thing is like while we're talking more about movies, we are going to try to keep episodes a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Try to keep them a little more streamlined. It's going to help us with like things on the back end a lot more, like editing and make sure that, if you don't have an hour and 20 minutes to sit down and listen to an episode, maybe you have 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe you have 20.
Maybe you have 20. So expect...
Maybe you have 45.
Yeah, expect shorter episodes, a little more niched into what we're talking about. Like we said, movies and TV. And that's what we're going to be focusing on.
It's better to be transparent, right? Because what if you're not into that? Which I hope you are.
I hope you are. Yeah.
But if you're not, if you followed us for conspiracy theories and if you followed us for whatever we've done in the past...
You can still follow us.
Who's to say we're not gonna do that?
Yeah, but
with other stuff.
For this right here,
this thing,
and this set specifically, when we're sitting here and the camera's there and we have the microphones, we're probably going to be talking about movies or TV mostly. But that being said, we do have plans for our YouTube channel to expand a little bit, do a little more content over there that's not movies and TV shows on the BJ in the Morning podcast. So
Correct.
We're still going to have that stuff. It's just not going to be an hour and a half long episode of the podcast dedicated to random true crime and conspiracies and eating Peeps in your ear holes for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We know Lee's out there. He didn't like that.
That's just for the YouTube now.
So yeah, those are some big things. Is there anything else about the podcast? We changed the logo online. And I don't think we on the line. I don't think we ever addressed that, but it's part of our shift, kind of. You know what the joke is behind our name. You know what the joke is behind our name. The internet also knows what the joke is.
Yeah.
So we're still BJ in the Morning, but our logo changed to just kind of make it a little more...
To play nice.
Yeah, play nice with the algorithms. Just for anyone's concern out there. But I think that kind of ticks off most of the podcast news, right? Mm-hmm. Except the other thing.
The other thing.
The other things.
You want to talk about the other thing?
Well, we're a couple weeks out.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You have something?
I was going to say we should talk about the
first one?
The first one, and then
the other one.
The big one.
Yeah, so the first one, news. That's a couple weeks out. And then the other one, that's like a couple months out.
Yeah.
Okay. Couple weeks out from something big for us, something fun, which is Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yeah.
We're going, to have fun at Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yeah, we're going as fans.
As fans. And we're excited. We love getting out there to Phoenix Fan Fusion. We've had a blast every year that we've gone, which honestly, we've gone to most of them in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys are there, what are the dates on that? The 6th, 7th, and 8th of June?
The 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Nice. That's not even the info I have
pulled
pulled
up.
up
You
right
don't
now.
even have a calendar up.
Nothing.
I'm impressed.
That's just from my brain. But yeah, we're pretty hyped to go and hang out. We're not really doing podcast business, but we're gonna do a little bit of podcasting stuff, like stuff for our channel and for us.
Yeah.
And we're meeting some cool people, which we're really excited about. And we're just gonna be there. So if you see us, say hey.
Say what's up.
Say what's up.
Say hey. Say hello.
Say hey. What a wonderful type of day.
It's okay if you grab my butt and then say you heard it on the podcast. And I'll be like, all right.
Only Juan's.
You grab my butt and I'll be like, hey.
And if you don't say, you told me to do it on the podcast.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, then you're not going to get hit in the face.
What's your name?
So yeah, we're going to be there hanging out as fans.
Yeah.
But then, a couple months out, I have the exact dates and I have everything we need to talk about. But this is kind of big. This is big for us. We're hanging out during the day after Juan came from being a dad for a little bit to be irresponsible or whatever and talk about podcast stuff. But we got an email.
We did?
The email said that we were accepted, approved, what have you. I'm nervous to talk about it.
Don't be nervous.
Because I'm like, what if I say something stupid?
No, just don't be nervous.
Basically, the two of us, BJ in the Morning, Brendan Juan. We got pretty much invited, right? We got invited?
In a way.
You say invited?
Yeah, in a way.
Anyways, we got invited to go to Tucson Comic-Con.
Yeah.
In August. So that's August 29th through the 31st.
Yeah.
At the Tucson Convention Center.
Just a couple months away.
We're gonna have to really script out when we plan like an actual official announcement. But we were invited to go to Tucson Comic-Con as influencers. So look, we made it. We're influencers.
That's enough for me.
That's enough for us. So yeah, you'll be seeing posts on our Instagram already about Tucson Comic-Con. But we're going to be there all 3 days. Mm-hmm. We're going to be there all 3 days. We're going to be shooting stuff for the channel, shooting stuff to post for and with Tucson Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I'm pretty hyped. Like I said, I'm nervous about it because it's kind of a big step. But yeah, August 29th through the 31st at the Tucson Convention Center.
Be there or be square.
But I'm really excited to just go to Tucson Comic-Con. We have never been.
Which is strange.
Because it's been around for 16 years. And we don't have to drive an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah, you know what? Like the amount that it's grown, I didn't realize it. And I feel like we went to this Comic-Con thing that was in Phoenix that was at the football stadium.
Yeah,
and
in
it
the
was
winter.
just kind of like, hey, come and walk around and buy stuff.
Yeah, and we had a good time. We didn't stay the whole time.
Yeah, and I guess assumed that Tucson Comic-Con was the same thing. So I was like, Tucson Comic-Con, why?
Yeah, but now they're getting like 25,000 people going to the convention center. Yeah. But also when you live in Tucson, things outside of Tucson sound way better. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. They're already announcing guests that are going to be there. Mm-hmm. And right now, I think it's only $50 to get a ticket.
For the early bird
for
special?
The early bird. And I think, let me check my notes here. Until July 1st.
Oh.
It's $50. So after July 1st, it's going to go up in price. And that's $50 for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So if you live in Tucson and you're like, maybe I'll go on Saturday or maybe I'll go Sunday.
Just buy the whole weekend.
Go both days. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Also, challenge. I didn't bring this up to you, so I'm going to just put it out there.
You're challenging me or challenging our listeners?
Our viewers, listeners, friends of the pod. Uh-huh. If we can get a certain like amount on our next episode, which should be dropping sometime pretty soon. Uh-huh. If we can get enough likes, enough downloads maybe, maybe we do a cosplay competition for one of those days, like how we did last year for the fun of it, but now it's for a competition.
Like we do a competition?
Yeah.
But I'm not good.
That's okay. But maybe it's a competition with ourselves
Cosplay,
again.
like, in general, like...
You remember how... Okay, so we didn't really talk about it last year, but we did a last-minute, like, extravagant costume type of deal. Mm-hmm. But maybe we have to just... Whoever can come up with the best low-budget costume for a day for Comic-Con... That's it. Okay. Like, I don't know. We just have to walk around.
What's the like number? What are we aiming for here?
What if we do
6,000?
6,000. That's way too many. That's way too high for us. Maybe 100.
100 likes.
100 likes.
100 likes. Cosplay competition between you and I.
Yeah. And if we get 1,000, they get to pick.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So share out the next video, the next episode. Send it to your friends. Share the crap out of it. Mm-hmm. Like it, thumbs up it, make new accounts. I don't care. What do you got to do? 100 likes. We'll do a cosplay competition for Tucson Comic-Con. I think we'll establish all the rules and everything in one of our future episodes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, next episode, which should be the episode that's movie reviews, right?
Yeah.
I say that like we're not about to shoot that episode. So yeah, movie review episode from Letterboxd. If that episode can get 100 likes or more, we'd like more, obviously. We'll do a cosplay competition.
Let's do it.
Anything else we need to talk about before we end this little short filler episode?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, thank you for listening to BJ in the Morning. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, and I hope I hope you understand why we took a break.
Shooting it.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening and catching up with us. And we're excited to get back on the grind. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And we would love for you to like and subscribe to all of our stuff wherever you're listening to your podcasts. I bet you can leave a review. I bet you could.
Bet you could.
Bet you could. So do it.
I bet you won't.
But you should. But you should. And if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Reverse. Yeah, you won't do it.
You won't do it?
You won't do it.
You won't do it?
I don't think you will. How long do we wait?
Till now.
Now, okay. Thank you so much for listening to our housekeeping episode of BJ in the Morning. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And
we'll talk to you next time.
You got to say that. Did you forget?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.